Okay, we're going to go over factoring quadratics, but when a equals 1. So what we mean by a is when we're talking about our standard form of a quadratic, which we're in right now, and our a value, our b value, and our c value, as you can see. C is 12, b is 7. We've done a question like this before. They're not that important for this style of factoring. What we have to realize is the value or the coefficient in front of x squared is just 1. If that's the case, there's a very simple way to factor this. Okay. What I want you to do is I'm going to rewrite it again down below. Oops, different color. Okay. We have x squared plus 7x plus 12. If this is the case where our a value is 1, it's very simple to figure this out. We need two terms that add to b. Okay? So actually I'm going to write that over here. They add to b. And in this case, what is our b value? 7. Okay? So in this case, we need two terms that add to 7. And then those same two terms also need to multiply. Oh, I meant to do that in green. They both need to multiply to whatever our c term is. Okay? And in this case, that's two terms that multiply to 12. Okay? So you have to use mental math for this part here. You can go through trial and error. Okay? And you can set up factors of 12 or numbers that add to 7 and try them out. For instance, I know 6 and 1 add to 7, but they do not, sorry, I want to write that here. 6 and 1 add to 7, but they don't work for multiplying to 12. So I can kind of just move up the list here of numbers that add up to 7. 2 and 5, well, 2 and 5 don't multiply to 12. Okay, that's not right. 3 and 4 add to 7. And they do multiply to 12, so that's it. As soon as I've gone through that, I know that 3 and 4 add to 7 and multiply to 12. And some of you could have figured that out in your head. So what that means, and in this factored form, when a is 1, our first terms are always going to be x and x. Tomorrow that'll change a little. And those two terms that add and multiply to the terms we're looking for, they are just the second terms in both brackets. Okay? So if you can do this mentally in your head, you'll have no problem going through it. We can go through one more quickly. Very similar question. 21. Okay. Right away, I recognize that a is only the value of 1. So I need two terms that add to b, which is negative 10. And those same two terms need to multiply to 21. Well, I can go through all the adding of the 10s, but I actually know there's only a few factors of 21, so I'm going to try them out. 21 and 1, well, they don't add up to negative 10. My other option is 3 and 7. We know 3 and 7 is going to work. The only problem is it needs to add to negative 10. So I need to have negative 3 and negative 7. And I know negative 3 and negative 7 both multiply to 21. So our factored form of this, remember our first terms are always x, are going to be negative 3 and negative 7. So this would be the shortcut to today's work when going through it.